gorgeous day. It was bright sunshine. It was rather warm for September.
To make everyone aware that we're going to be seeing some pain.
Η ζωή του Ρικ και του Μπέρν άλλαξε κυριολεκτικά σε μία στιγμή, όταν έπεσε το πρώτο αεροπλάνο στους Δίδυμους Πύργους.
I was there gathering up my tools and equipment, and just around the time that I was ready to leave to go to work, I wanted just momentarily to go wash my hands. So I went inside to the bathroom, and I did just that. I was washing my hands, and I was coming out, and it was just at that moment when the plane hit the building.
As we were in our meeting, I can hear the roar of the engines, and when I looked out the window, I saw the shadow of a plane, and when we got hit, the vibration that came down through the metal frame of the building, it felt like an earthquake, and it just was shaking. So it's a pretty good indication that there was a problem. So within 5 minutes, we gathered our telephones, and we left our office. And by the time I got to the stairwell was packed with people coming down, and water flooding down the staircase.
Στις 11 Σεπτεμβρίου η σύζυγος του Μπέρν ήταν 3 μηνών έγκυος. Ο Ρικ είχε αποκτήσει ήδη 2 παιδιά.
I don't know if I was knocked unconscious, but the minute I put my head up, I could see that everything in the room was on fire. And it was very frightening. It was very hot. And within a matter of a few moments, I could feel that the air in the room was beginning to run out of oxygen and fill with smoke, very hot smoke. And I knew I had to get out of that room as quickly as possible.
Going down the staircase, there were thousands of people, some people getting hysterical. There was a gentleman in the stairway. He was a big, tall fella, and he was crying like a baby, and he didn't want to move. So I basically grabbed him by his jaw and told him, "There's thousands of people behind you. You have to go." And I just grabbed him and moved him down the staircase.
As we approached the front door, there were people outside, firemen and others, that kept waving us off, telling us to go back inside the building. And it was just about then that we began to see the bodies falling down onto the roadway outside the front door of the building.
When the buildings were coming down and the dust was everywhere, we were down. I was there with 2 other guys. We were in Battery Park City, which is right along the Hudson River. And when the building came down, I grabbed my 2 friends and we ran underneath a tree, and we used our ties as filters to breathe.
Μετά τις επιθέσεις της 11ης Σεπτεμβρίου, δεκάδες σκάφη μετέφεραν εκτάκτως τους Διασωθέντες σε ασφαλή σημεία. Μέσα σε ένα από τα σκάφη βρισκόταν και ο Ρικ, ο οποίος τράβηξε με τα χέρια του εκατοντάδες θύματα ώστε να ανέβουν από την ακτή στο σκάφος. Η στιγμή που δεν θα ξεχάσει ποτέ είναι όταν οι Διασωθέντες του έδωσαν να μεταφέρει στο σκάφος πολλές τυλιγμένες κουβέρτες.
And inside there was a baby. And connected to the baby were all of these tubes and wires. This child was incredibly small. And then the crowd began to get this woman, who I assume was her mother. And she was very, very small woman. We were able to get her onto the boat. And as it turns out, the child had just come home the day before from having open heart surgery.
Nobody's guaranteed tomorrow. You can get up, take a shower in the morning, get dressed, go to work, and something like this happens.
22 χρόνια μετά κουβαλούν ζωντανές τις εφιαλτικές μνήμες από την πιο μελανή σελίδα στη σύγχρονη ιστορία της Αμερικής. Μπορεί οι πληγές στο σώμα τους να γιατρεύτηκαν, όμως τα ψυχολογικά τραύματα μένουν μέχρι σήμερα ανεξίτηλα μέσα τους.